Today I'm going to go through 5 problems on significant figures. I'm going to write a number down, and using the rules of significant figures, we're going to determine how many significant figures that number has. So we'll start with A, and we'll start simple. 1.3. So how many significant figures does this number have? Well, we can go back to our rules and look to see. All these are non-zero. And we know that any non-zero number is significant. Therefore, this number has 2 significant. That's simple enough. Let's try a little bit more difficult one. Slowly work our way up. 3.074. So we've got 3 non-zero numbers. So we have at least 3 significant figures, we know. And then we have a 0 here. So now we have to say, okay, what kind of 0 is this? Is it a leading 0? No, because there's a number here. Is it a trailing 0? No, because we have a number here. So it's between 2 numbers that are significant. Therefore, this 0 is also significant. So if we add it up, we got 1 0 that's significant plus 3 non-zero numbers that are significant, and we have 4 significant figures. Okay, C. Let's go with 0.00702. So we have a lot of zeros here. We can see, first of all, let's say we have 2 non-zero numbers. So we have 2 non-zero. So we know those are significant. Now let's look at these zeros here. These ones are leading zeros because there's no non-zero significant digit before them. So based off the rules of significant figures, these are not significant. But we also have a 0 here. And this 0 is between 2 significant digits, so this one is significant. So we have 2 non-zeros plus 1 significant 0, and that gives us 3 significant figures in this number. All right, D. 2,700. So we've got 2 non-zero numbers again. And now we've got 2 zeros. And these are trailing zeros. So remember, the rule is if you've got trailing zeros, you need to determine whether it's an integer number or if it's a decimal number. So 2,700 is an integer number, meaning that these are not significant. Or they're more specifically ambiguous. So in this case, we just say they're not significant. We assume that they're likely not significant. So in this case, we have 2 significant figures because we have trailing zeros on an integer number. Finally, I'll squeeze down here the last one, which is 2,700.0. Now in this case, same thing, 2 non-zero numbers, same as this. And now we've got 3 trailing zeros, and this one is a decimal number now. It's the same number as this, but in decimal form with a 0 over here. And so by this same rule, where we checked if it was a decimal or an integer, we say, since this is a decimal, there's a decimal here, then these 3 zeros, trailing zeros, are significant. So in this case, we've got 3 trailing zeros. So the 2 non-zero plus the 3 trailing zeros gives 5 significant figures. And so those are few examples on significant figures. It's good to practice these yourself, and that is it for this video.